All right, we got me, Shelby, and Tyler coming to you live from the Roller Construction High Desert 100, brought to you by KB Masonry. So this will be the first UTV race we got. They're going to start 2 by 2. As you can tell, Dom's going to pull out. They'll drop every 30 seconds.
This is the race that we're looking for, and it's a stacked class coming into this number one race.
Right out of the gate, you have Nate Thompson and Eric Rohr.
Side by side. We'll see who can make it to the first corner. He is the number 930 car. He's got Josh Shellum riding with him in his 22 Razor Turbo R out of Harrisburg, South Dakota. Alongside of him is the Dakota Alignment and Frame, AA Motorsports, Method Race Wheels, Tensor Tire, and Schmitty Racing Suspension.
Then you got Eric Rohr lined up next to him out of South Dakota. We got Black River Consulting, The Wave Detailing, Rocco Design out of Rapid City.
Let's go racing.
They are our first two off the line. And it looks like Eric Rohr.
Looks like Eric Rohr got the whole shot there.
Up next we got
Mitchell Bartels and Jacob Shade.
Mitchell Bartell in the 5680 car. TJ Lynch is riding with him in a Turbo R out of Ellisburg, Colorado.
Jacob Shade with Colton Butchmeyer riding with him in his X3 out of Wyoming. And it looks like Mitchell is kind of hanging behind.
So next up we got Stephen Mortensen and
Jordan Rupp. So Jordan Rupp is out of Sturgis, South Dakota. And Stephen Mortensen is out of Ammond, Idaho. We'll announce all their sponsors once we get them on the track.
That's a line.
Looks like Jordan had a
Looks
good
like
start.
Jordan got the whole shot there out of that. And this is her second season racing. This is their second race. They raced with us in Broadview, and they said they came back because of all the racers that helped them.
Looks up next we got the M99 car Austin Campana out of Fountain, Colorado, and the 4997 car Jared Kane, Montana.
And that is Grizz's King of the Hammers car.
That is the King of the Hammers car I raced. And it looks like
Jared.
no. Oh yeah, Jared got him on the whole shot. They call him J-Rod. So
J-Rod.
next up we have
Lacey
Welty, and it must be Jacob.
Miss
Lacey's racing a speed car, and they're out of Sheridan, Wyoming. Looks like she might have got the whole shot on him.
And this is Jacob's first race in a naturally aspirated car from Base Camp Polaris and Billings.
Also his first race. Big sponsor this year. And then we got Barry Schaefer up next. Out of Wheat Ridge, Colorado.
Oh, we're off and racing.
The whole track is alive now.
All the cars off the track, and they're
on the track. They're ready to go.
And then
So, well, let's announce all the racers and their sponsors. So, give them all a huge shout out.
So we had Nate Thompson, and we already talked about his sponsors. We had Eric Rohr next with. We already talked about his sponsor. We had Mitchell Bartels. He has TJ Lynch riding with him, and Adrenaline Driven Motorsports, M80 Excavating, and 3D Air Systems.
Then you had Jacob Shade.
He had Abor Tires, Radflow Suspension, Metal FX, SD Lighting, FP Racing, Black Ops Machine, S3 Power Sports, Sandcraft, Liquid Molly, Turner Cycles, and 3D Air Systems.
You had Stephen Mortensen out of Ammond, Idaho. Money Shots, Cornhole, side-by-side outlet of Idaho Falls, IBX, and Conrad and Bishop.
Next up, we had Jordan Rupp with Hitless Motorsports. Jordan's got a gun tattoo studio, Maxxis Tires, KMC Wheels, Texieria, CRP,
Baja Designs,
S3 Power Sports, C4 Fabrication, and Adrenaline-Driven Motorsports. We had Austin Campana off the line next with MPPP, Method Race Wheels, Mint 400 Stock, Champion and Combustion Syndicate. After that, we had Mr. Jared Kane with Jim and Tracy's Alignment, J&M Tires, Napa, Matco Tools, Midland West Manufacturing, Billings Battery and Cable, JB Automotive, JSM Trucking, FJ Trucking, George and Jen Mussick, Hell Roaring Excavation, and Cross Petroleum. Masalius, is that how I say it?
Masalius,
Jacob Masalius out of Billings, and he is with Base Camp Polaris and 3D Air Systems. After that, we had Miss Lacey Welty in the Speed Diablo out of Sheridan, Wyoming. She's with Go Fast Don't Die, In Yarrick Construction, RTR Automotive Studio. And then finally, we have Barry Schaefer in his X3.
Motorsports.com, Baja Designs, KWI Clutching, Rev Designs, ZRP, KMC Wheels, EFX Tires, S3 Power Sports, Motorsports.com, Pyrotrek, Grelliff USA, Motortrex USA, Rugged Radios, and Sandcraft.
And that is all 11 cars out and off with their sponsors behind them. Go support these guys. We're glad to have all 34 of you viewing with us this morning as everybody's off the line. That was a pretty quick lineup. And getting everybody out of there, holy smokes. We had less than 10 minutes between the end of the one race and the other one. The start of this one.
We're going to get some live timing up here so we can be a little bit better on
the screen there. This one's going to be hard for me. I don't know these cars as well, so they are coming through the rugged corners right now. In these first 2-3 laps, everything's going to stay tight.
Right.
And then they'll start spreading out a little bit. So it'll be some tight racing for the beginning of this.
Cars, it's so hard to tell from our view in studio of who they are and what they are unless they have a distinct item or wheel combo on their car.
So the wind picked up a little, which is probably good for the racers. The problem is, as you can see, it's blowing right back at us here in the T&E announcing booth.
It's gonna get a little dusty in here, but I'm glad that we do have some wind.
They're coming over the tabletops now. Looks like Eric Rohr's in the lead with Nate Thompson coming behind him. They are flying over that last jump.
Just absolutely moving. Oh my gosh. It's not going to be much longer because I can hear another car coming. And we have Jacob Shade.
Yeah, 600 Jacob.
Yep,
600 Jacob Shade.
Physical third.
So Mitchell Barrett should be next.
And remember that the first 2 cars and the second 2 cars, they all started together, so their timing
it's 2 by 2 by 2, but it's still on all adjusted timing.
Here comes our 4th car, Mitchell Martels in the 5680 car. We're already getting quite a few cars coming through. We should have number 5 and 6 coming through any second now. It's crazy how fast these UTV races go compared to the youth in the 1600s.
Looks like we got somebody coming into the elevated power sports start finish line.
That's number 1313. It's Steven
Mortensen.
Mortensen.
I like that light bar on the front. You can really tell who it is.
And they got a four-seater.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We got a couple four-seaters racing today.
We just had one guy blow a corner, but he's back on track. Oh, that was Jordan. That was Jordan Rook.
So we're staying right in order right now, except for we're going to change it up here, and it looks like Jared Kane.
It looks like J-Rod's coming through right now. And that 4997 car.
Is it weird to see your car out?
Running without me in it? Yeah.
And here comes Austin Campana across the elevated start-finish line.
This is going to be a quick race. Look at him go strong. Does that give you chills? Just so excited to see those guys. We have Tyler Elings in here with us with Combustion Syndicate, and he sponsors Austin Campana's team that just went through there, and they finished first.
First at the Min 400 in the stock class.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And to have them out here with Y.O.R.R, are you just so excited?
It's awesome to have them back. It's kind of, I hate to talk about it, but Austin's redemption tour, they had a rough go last year. And they're out here competing, and they brought everybody with them. They brought another team from Colorado to join. And
yes, and that's Tenacious Racing.
Tenacious Racing.
And it's so great to see them too. If you haven't looked up Tenacious Racing's story, it is sad. It'll definitely pull at the heartstrings, but they're out here racing for their forever 6-year-old daughter, and what a great way to honor her in her life is to just have fun in her name.
Absolutely.
Yes, their daughter Tegan.
So they will be running 12 laps today.
12.
Wow. And they're already on their second.
Yep.
Yeah.
Started their second lap. It's going to be a quick race.
Schaefer's just came through.
We got some racing.
Schaefer's followed by Jake. Mitchell's at a base camp.
Base camp. He's doing good. And his boss is riding with him. Here comes Lacey Welty across the start-finish line.
So I just went and talked to Aaron. We're looking at our average speed time between 7:08 and 7:58 for
So that
almost
new
8
section
minutes.
is slowing down a bit.
Down.
So
oh my gosh, they're a lot
that's
slower
good.
than I thought it was going to be, but that's good because they got to get used to it.
yeah, us getting back in the game here takes a few minutes. I'm gonna take a restroom break real quick, and I will put Shelby in my spot.
Lucky you guys, you got to listen to me yap for the next however long.
You get to listen to Shelby carry Tyler along through this
I don't know.
broadcast.
If anybody's carrying it, might be you, Tyler. It's Michaelis. So we just had Ashley Davis say Jacob Michaelis is Mikaylus for pronunciation. So
thank you so much.
That help makes our job a lot easier.
We'll murder people's names. It's so hard in here.
Oh my gosh.
He's doing really good though. I think his boss is co-piloting with him in this first race. So
that's fun.
Yep, and we can't thank Basecamp Polaris enough for stepping up this year and sponsoring the race.
And they're out of Billings?
Out of Billings, yep.
So if you're in the Billings area, definitely get in, go check it out. Get a new rig before Broadview. We'd love to see you out at the 12-hour UTV race there. And hopefully Miles will be back too, so he'll have some more things to add in. But definitely go support those who support our sport, as I stole from Miles. But yeah, this has been really fun.
This is crazy. I can't believe that new section added time.
I can't believe
just
a lot.
About a minute.
A minute, that's a lot of time because this is only a 4.5 mile track.
Right.
This isn't very long.
Yeah, and it's only like a quarter mile ad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
it's crazy.
It definitely must get their attention then. It looks like on screen, I can't quite tell. We got a lot of dark colored UTVs. You guys need to start brightening these up.
Oh, Liz and I were talking. They need to put something on the roof like campaigns do that have high mom. So you can see all that stuff out there.
We got a Can-Am.
Looks like a Can-Am. Boy, I can't tell.
I can't quite see a number, but that's okay. It looks like they're coming through those, are they rugged radio curves?
Rugged radio curves.
Okay. Those suckers are rough. Don't let it fool you. Oh my gosh.
And the camera makes it look good, but you can really see the suspension working on these cars out there.
Yeah, huge thank you to Montana Drone for providing this footage for us, and T&E Construction for sponsoring this live feed that you guys are all watching. They're doing amazing.
T&E is the local Caterpillar dealer in Billings. Minnesota and Wyoming.
Yeah, so they cover a lot of ground. So thank you, T&E, for sponsoring this live feed, and Montana Drone for coming out another season just to provide us with some footage so that all of you at home can watch it too. And then all the racers, when they get home, they like to go back and rewatch their footage.
I find myself going back and watching the whole race because it's really different from doing it inside here to seeing what's going on.
It's totally different. It's so neat. More side-by-sides. Is that the rugged radio curves?
That's the S curves coming before the
KB masonry.
We just had Y.O.R.R cross the elevated power sports start finish line. We got one more coming here. Looks to be Nate Thompson.
Oh my gosh, Nate Thompson, what a cool guy. We got to interview him for a little bit in Broadview last year. Super cool guy, and he tried so dang hard. I think he got second.
He got second,
yes.
He's always about helping out. We got somebody else coming here across the elevated start finish line.
It's starting to get dusty. Jacob Shade. It's definitely getting dusty through here, and you can definitely see it on the live feed. The Montana Drone, man, those guys, the footage on here, it makes it look a lot clearer than it is. This dust is really hanging. This wind is picking up, but not quite enough, but look at the dust just coming off. I definitely know it's going to get tight in those back sections. So coming up on somebody in that dust gets a little bit scary. It's probably especially in that new section that nobody knows very well. I believe that was the 1313 of Stephen Mortensen. I could be wrong, so don't quote me. But just came through the elevated power sports start finish line. We're doing a quick drone swap here. So you guys are back at the start finish line, which is perfect because we've got a lot of cars coming in right now. So a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. We are at the Roller Construction High Desert 100 presented by KB Masonry. Looks like we've got, is that Stephen Mortensen?
No.
1313. Okay, so that must have been Mitchell Bartels that came through just before him. We've got Elevated Power Sports, Base Camp Motorsports, Mickey Thompson Tires, T&E Equipment, TDK, Air Sports Center, CEI Electrical, Three Peaks Drilling, 3D Air, CW Auto Service, Must Be Nice Performance, The Diesel Show, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Ellis Audio, J&M Construction, Arnold's Machinery, Fenway Sports Bar and Grill, Blackbeard Fab, Adventure RV, Combustion Syndicate, Copyright Printing, Angry Ox Armory, C4 Fabrication, Next Level Web and Marketing, Montana Drone Company, Dakota Alignment, J&M Tire, Corbin Custom Works, Rugged Radios, and Montana 4x4 Association. Just as Miss Jordan Rupp, we'll see Jacob Rupp, her husband, in the third.
Caleb Rupp.
Oh my gosh, yes. Caleb Rupp in the third race.
Here comes J-Rod across the elevated power sports start finish line.
These guys are steady.
Yeah.
Real steady.
And looks like Austin Campana comes across the start finish line.
We got our drone back up with Montana Drone Company, and I believe that's the Schaefer car. It looks like
Orange,
Barry Schaefer.
Yeah, Barry Schaefer.
In that T948 car. He was our last one off the line, but it looks like he's moving pretty steady. And honestly, if he's the last one off the line, he might be able to pace out a little bit better and then pick off people.
Pick off people and have clean air.
Yeah.
You know, the dust will really get to you out on the track.
Especially this one where it's so tight. Try to pass on this one. It gets tight, especially when they're moving as fast as they are. Those corners are already getting silty as they're coming in through the Rugged Radios corners. We've got Barry Schaefer coming through the tabletops, the elevated power sports start finish. Montana Drone chasing him down.
So we just had Alexa walk in, who just finished the 1600 race. How was it?
It was rough, but I guess I'm going.
It was fun. What was your that race?
Probably the tabletops.
The tabletops.
That seems to be everybody's favorite.
That was literally, I loved it. Every time we came by, Elston and I were just screaming.
Oh my gosh.
So how rough was it?
It wasn't terrible, but it also, it was different.
So she asked your co-driver, how rough was it for you?
Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Looks like we got a UTV from Basie.
Number
Jake,
517
that's Jake from
of Jake
517.
Michaelis.
Yeah, everyone prepared me for it to be really rough, but it wasn't that bad.
How's that news section?
That's rough.
That's
We
rough.
got another one coming across.
Don't get me
Lacey
wrong.
Welty across the start-finish line.
So,
Was that the roughest part of the whole track?
is that the first full race you finished?
Yes.
No, I don't. I don't know what the roughest part was.
I think it was that back corner where I almost tipped over.
Oh yeah, coming out of there by that rock on the right side. Yeah, every
Yeah.
lap we kept getting closer and closer to this rock.
I know.
And so we'd come out of the up and overs and she would shift into second gear. And so we finally made the decision to just keep it in first for a little while longer until we get past the turns into a straightaway.
Oh, there you go.
She almost tipped it over, is what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
It never felt like that, but
That's what Dad said.
yeah, I heard we had it up on two wheels.
Oh.
Probably did a couple times.
Oh my gosh.
And then the
So, you've raced hammers.
Yeah.
Rougher or easier than hammers?
Yeah, you can't compare the two. I mean, this is totally different than hammers. Hammers, for me, we were going a lot slower. It was way rougher. This is a lot faster pace. It's just as rough, but it's a different type of
Yeah.
So
It's
you're
not
saying
like
a
rock.
1600 Volkswagen Bug and a side-by-side are about as smooth?
No, I wouldn't quite say that.
That is not what you were thinking at all.
I don't know, that little bug, it soaked up some things that I thought was going to hurt real bad. Like, over here, just after you go past the start-finish,
Yeah.
after the fast straightaways there's a back section and there's some braking bumps in there that we just floated right over. And we caught air. Alexa was screaming. She's like, "We just caught air." And I was like, "Yeah." And it was so smooth.
What did you think of it, Alexa? Did you think it was that smooth?
It was pretty smooth.
It was?
And those corners up there, when I got higher, it just flew.
Yeah, she get up high on the corners.
That was
Just
Nathan
letting it go.
Thompson that just went by. Well, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you, Alexa.
Yeah, that was the blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you in Broadview. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Oh, was there any sponsors you want to thank? Like mom and dad, maybe?
Well, mom, dad, Michael, Aaron, Ricky.
Yeah. Oh. Well, thank
See
you
you
guys.
guys.
We'll see you later. We just
Thank
had
you.
Jacob Shade come through the elevated power sports start finish. Are they on lap 4?
I'm trying to get word. I'm trying to get connected right
Okay.
now.
We had Michael Rohr asking how many laps. How many laps is it? 12?
It's 12 laps.
12 for the UTVs. All three races are 12. So because they had 36 UTVs or a little under 36 UTVs, they had to split it into 3 different races. So these first 2 races are Pro R or Turbo side by sides, as well as naturally aspirated, and then the unlimited will be the Maverick R and the Pro R in that third and final UTV race. We've got Jordan Rupp on screen. We can see that Hitless Motorsports off the top of her Can-Am X3. Is this her second season racing with us? She started last year. I believe she did the 12-hour UTV race, Jordan.
Jordan did not. I think Jordan only ran the 4
She did the 4
and then
Caleb.
hopped in with Caleb and rode.
Gotcha.
So
Okay. And then we just had the 1313 car of Steven Mortensen come through. We've got Jared Kane and Grizz's old Hammer's car on screen, going through those rugged radio corners. And I believe that's the Campana. I believe that's also Campana on screen right now. There are some huge holes out through here in these corners. Don't let it fool you. They've, Dalen Askin of Askin Construction, they did do some work on it before. Here comes Jordan Rudd through the start finish, but they did a few solid weekends fully of scraping the track and widening it out and smoothing it out for them, but those bumps have been in there for a long time, so I bet that they're just starting to get beat back in again after all that work that they've been putting in the last 2 weekends.
Right, those corners are probably not good at all.
No. I can honestly say I'm not too sad to not be in a truck at Powell, because Powell is pretty rough.
Powell's rough, but Powell's so much fun.
It is so much fun. I love how fast it is. You just cruise through it. We got Austin Campana coming through the start finish. He finished first in class in the stock UTV at the Mid 400. We were just hearing from Tyler talking about that, so that's so exciting to see them out here with us. Only a couple months after that, and they're going to be back in Broadview from the sounds of it. And we just heard from his son Christian during the 1600 and youth race. He came in and interviewed with us for a little bit. Look at this corner. Oh my gosh. What a great shot by the Montana Drone Company.
Congratulations.
Look at how wide that corner's gotten already.
The KB Masonry corner getting pushed out a little bit, huh?
Yeah, they're just getting some slide time around there. Getting ready to come through those tabletops. Coming.
Very Schaefer.
Our flags are starting to move and the dust is getting pushed around. Thankfully, it's heading away from the trailer now.
It's horrible out there.
Oh my
I
gosh.
just stood out there for a minute. It's absolutely
Are
horrible.
your teeth full?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Glasses,
Little
eyes.
gritty out there.
It is. You don't want to have a drink of water and then smile.
No, definitely not. Oh, it looks like we got somebody stopped, pulled over. I don't see any helmets on top of the car, and that's our sign that everybody's okay. So they must be trying to figure out, hey, do we get out? Hey, do we stay in? Do you think this is something that we can get through? We got Lacey Welty on screen in the Speed UTV. I really thought we were going to see Casey in there, but Casey decided that he wanted a Maverick R. So Casey's in a Maverick R, and he passed it down to his wife Lacey. And it's awesome to see her because her first race was supposed to be Columbus, and she was going to be racing his old, his previous car, which was a Pro Y.O.R.R. He was having some issues with it, and it didn't even get to leave the start line. So this is Lacey's first race.
It is, actually. On the screen there now, we have Mark King in here.
Thought I'd come check out the booth, see what all happens in here.
Yeah,
This is cool.
This is where all the magic happens. So, looks like you must have blown a shock or broke a shock, or
We broke a torsion housing, or something, and our torsion bar snapped on my left side, I think. So we had no suspension on the left side after, I think it was in
Fourth lap.
Yeah, in the middle of fourth lap. So.
oh, we watched it. We went. That was
722 Eric Rohr just crossed the start-finish line, and that's the start of his 5th lap.
So, you know, we almost thought we were totally out, and we thought, you know what, we can keep this thing moving.
There you go.
And that was, you know, just kind of finish it, you know, Baja 1000 style.
Got Nate
Keep it
Thompson.
going. And we were able to finish all 8 laps. So
Yeah, it looked rough for the last 4.
Oh my gosh.
I heard you guys say that the 1600 class is like a brick in a washer. Well,
Yeah.
we had no suspension at that point. It really became a brick.
So what did you think of the track?
Oh, it was great. The new section was fun. Little rough, but it was fun. I was able to catch Paul in that section.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so I'd catch Paul there. He'd walk away from me a little bit here on the jumps, and then I'd catch him in some of his corners.
So it was a pretty good battle between the two.
Those squad racing just came through. Yep, Jacob Shade.
Yeah, up until we broke, we were kind of, we'd catch up to Paul, he'd walk away from us a little bit, we were kind of going back and forth, so never enough to really pass, but
That's
if something happened to him, we were right there to just, you know, zip by.
So awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's good to see you out racing and everything, making
Yeah.
the trip.
Yeah,
all the
your
way
first
down here.
couple years with us, you had some bad luck there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see you're
Yeah.
turning the corner.
We have, so yeah. First year out here, my daughter and I were pre-running, and we literally basically twisted or spun the whole differential in the transmission.
Oh my Lanta.
We didn't get to run, but Lyle was kind enough to let my daughter ride with him on the race. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, in spirit of the whole, you know, everything out here, it was fun. Another racer got to let her ride. She had a blast. We've been at it ever
We
since.
got Mitchell Bartels coming across the finish line, starting his
Starting his best.
5th lap.
So they're 5 laps into their 12-lap race.
Oh
So
my,
we're
I know, it's
not
going
even at a
fast,
halfway
right?
point, but it is going fast.
They're getting close to that halfway mark, though. Well, I'm glad that you were able to finish and get some points out of it.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah, at least you stayed in the points that way through.
Yep. Yeah, that was our other thought, was just to get as many laps in as we could and as many as you'd let us do.
Yes.
So I think our last laps were 15 minutes or something, but
Yeah.
just taking it easy, and
There you go.
that back left was just scraping the whole way.
A finish is a finish, so it's count for something.
Yep. So
Yeah.
we'll see you in Broadview, and
Yeah, we'll see you in
thanks
Broadview.
thanks for putting
Yeah.
this on for all of us. We enjoyed it.
And you guys were running the whole track of Broadview, so it should be
Oh,
good.
nice. Okay.
Just like last year.
Okay. Okay.
So
Good.
Yeah, well,
Good
thanks for
time.
coming in
Thanks
and
for
chat
coming in
with
and
us.
chatting
Yeah.
with us.
Do you have any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Oh yeah, I'd like to sponsor, thank Hooks V Dub, who helps me with all the engine and Volkswagen parts, PCI radios, and then CarTech Off-Road. We get a lot of parts from them as well. So,
Awesome.
so yeah, no, those are our 3 major sponsors. They help keep us going. Thank you.
That was the 1313 car of Steven that just went by. So thank you, Mark,
Thank
for
you.
coming in.
Yes.
We'll see you
Great
tonight.
in Broadview.
Great talking to you.
You staying for awards?
No, due to Mother's Day, we're headed back tonight. So
Oh.
That's fair.
yeah,
Should have brought mom.
yeah, we've been trying. Maybe she'll come out abroad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Mark,
Thanks,
see you
Mark.
later. Jordan Rupp is starting her 5th lap as well. I can't believe how fast this race is going. It's only started, what? How long has this been running for? Half hour?
Yeah,
Just before?
just passed.
It's been just over a half hour and they're started at 5:25. That's crazy.
Yes.
Is Casey racing right now? I'm assuming that you mean Casey Welty. Casey Welty isn't until the 3rd race, so he will race in the 3rd race, and this is the 1st one. He's in the unlimited class. We've got a couple people chewing on Campana Racing. Let's go Austin. Austin just came through just a couple moments ago on the start finish, so he's on the start at his 5th lap. It's great to see him still moving. Most of our side-by-side guys are still moving.
I think so, yeah.
And
It's
pretty
getting
steady.
faster out there too.
I think everybody's just starting to settle in. I feel like we're going to see some really fast laps here pretty quick.
Keep that clean air out there and stay away from everybody.
Yeah, let's start to spread out a little bit, hopefully. We've got Barry Schaefer starting his 5th lap, so it should be most everybody that hasn't had issues is on their 5th
on
lap.
the 5th, right. This end jump, you're going to see some stuff here. They're getting more and more comfortable coming across the start-finish line. And
Yeah, they are.
They are.
We all know what happens around the start-finish line down here once you get really comfortable.
Yeah, it does get a little bit western sometimes. We got our drone back up in the sky thanks to Dallas, so get to take a peek at the track.
Drink water real quick.
Dallas is thirsty because he's been working hard
I
for
can't
us.
tell if Dallas's beard is getting darker or the dust is collecting in it more. I'm thinking
More
option
dust.
2
More
is
dust.
the dust.
I'm gonna look brown when I'm done, huh?
Put
Oh my
sunscreen on and the dirt just sticks to it. So
How does your equipment do with all this dust?
It does all right.
Not too bad?
Yeah, it's more about the batteries and flying them fast, getting hot.
That's fair. I bet it
yeah,
does
and it's
get
getting
warm.
warmer out there too. So
It's definitely nice being inside this trailer for production.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back out here.
the T&E production trailer.
Thank you, Dallas.
Once again, a huge thanks to our sponsors and all the racers for coming out and joining us.
Yes.
You know, we
Got
we
lots
always
of
thank the volunteers for coming out to help us put it on, sponsors for helping us, but we could have it. You still have to have racers to
Yeah,
come join
people
us.
that
so.
come out and come have fun. They're the one that put on the show part. Everybody else does the behind the scenes, but
Yeah, they're here to put on a show.
yeah.
Hopefully not too much, but
Hopefully,
a show.
yeah. Let's keep everybody
Those corners,
safe.
I don't think they're backing out in these corners. They are.
They are
Really?
hitting those corners.
Old Lacey Welty on feed there for a moment.
Was that Lacey there?
Yeah,
Yep, in
running
the
that
speed.
speed car.
Nope, there it is. Yep.
We've got Eric Rohr. He's starting his 6th lap. So at the start of his 7th lap, he's on the second half of his race already.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy. They're at a 4.5 mile lap. We've got another coming through. It looks like Nate Thompson in the 930 Pro R with Dakota alignment. Nate is such a cool guy and what a great driver. It's so great to see all these guys that just keep coming back. I'm recognizing a lot of names from last season.
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome to see these guys.
You said.
Here comes Lacey Welty gonna cross the start-finish line here.
She's in that speed car.
Seems like she's racing a little bit better than her husband did.
Yeah, he was having problems. We'll see him in his new Mav-R, and that's going to be
Yes,
interesting
that's
because
gonna be
he's
good.
out for.
He said he's never had it up to speed. Oh my gosh. I wish you
That
guys
was
could have
number
just seen
600,
Jacob Shade just come through those base
start.
camp tabletops. That was crazy.
That was crazy. I said it. They're getting more comfortable,
It's
getting more air.
yes.
Yeah, no, it's a great day. It's getting warmer. It's supposed to be a high of 87 today out here.
Oh my goodness.
And
Yeah,
no-
Dallas's equipment's gonna get warm today. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful out. Other than the dust, but the dust kind of comes with the territory, so thankfully most people have a shower.
Right. Showers are important down
Yeah.
here.
It
Well,
gets a little dusty.
Got some good comments going on the live stream. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah, definitely just come say hi. If you have any
No.
questions, let us know.
Casey is not racing right now. We missed that comment there. Yeah, Shelby, if Casey was racing right now. No, Lacey's racing.
Lacey's.
Casey's in the 3rd UTV race.
In the Unlimited. Just had the 5680 of Mitchell Bartels. So he's on the start of his 6th race too. These guys are staying pretty steady together. They're not
They are.
really
There's not a
spacing
lot,
out,
and
but
not a lot of changes from start order either.
Remember, everything we say, this is all on adjusted time. So
yeah, this is unofficial. Nothing is official until we see the paperwork.
nothing's official till Aaron makes it official. That's how that works.
Yes, Aaron gets the final say.
She's the say.
So, like we said, everything's on adjusted time.
Are the times lap by lap or total time? The overall time for position at the end for awards is
It's total time.
total time elapsed.
We
So-
hit a bump and just stopped moving. It was just getting gas. The heck, no matter where we shifted, it just stopped. So, I know.
Yeah,
But
so
we can see fastest laps, but we don't see them all separated out.
once we get the timing, Aaron has timing over there. We're trying to live feed it over to us so that we can watch it. But yeah, it's done by total laps.
Well, Chris, talk about that. Was it Mike last night with the new timing?
Oh, it's
The
tracking.
streaming? Tracking.
New tracking.
New
Yeah.
tracking. So he's testing it, so we're beta testing it right now. Aaron's watching it, but it's a new live tracking. So we're just doing a check, see how it goes. We're kind of testing it for him on that.
Alrighty, we got another person here to talk with us. Tell everybody your name and what car you're running.
I'm Sydney and my co-driver Mary here, and we're driving the Squad 600. We didn't make it through the race completely. We kind of lost all of our gears in our first lap, like halfway around the track. So you can see the bugs sitting out there if you're standing at the start line.
So you blew up the transmission, or is it a clutch issue?
I can't tell. I mean, we like lost all gears for a second, like right off the gates, and then we got it in first. We hit a bump and just, I thought it fell out of gear and it just wouldn't go back into gear, and all we had was gas and the clutch is just falling to the floor. So
Oh,
it might just
no.
be the clutch. Hopefully, we don't know.
Tell us a little bit about your background racing and where you come from and where you're from.
So we're out of Cheyenne. This is actually our first off-road race ever.
Congratulations.
So
Welcome to the club.
qualifying was so much fun. The bug made it through like pre-running, qualifying great, and then decided to just stop today. So, but yeah, I come from drifting, so it's kind of a little different terrain.
A little bit. Are you any similarities between the two, or is it completely different?
Honestly, completely different.
You can't compare it.
Drifting is just kind of a party, and you just have fun with all your friends, and this is the competitive side of me comes out.
Right.
So it was
There
kind
you
of a bummer
go.
to.
I'm not thinking of drifting corners in a 1600 bug either.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
I
Yeah.
want to let go of a wheel, be like
Yeah.
she does when drifting. I'm like, don't let go.
No.
It's hard to like make sure to keep track of myself on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the track until it broke?
It was great. It was a
It was
riot.
so much fun.
Everybody says the bugs are like so rough and really kind of hard to sit through, and it wasn't bad at all for
Yeah, it was a
an
great
old
time.
car. It's made it
Right.
through the track great. I mean, some of those hills I was nervous about and went right up.
They're
We hit a
fun.
bump.
Yeah.
Well, we're super stoked to have you guys come racing
Yeah.
with us, and
Yeah.
hopefully you can get everything fixed.
Yeah, we're
For the next
hoping
race and-
we
Right.
can get ready for Montana in time. So
Gonna go for Broadview.
that's our goal.
Yay.
That one, I think you guys, I think you'll run the same you did last year, which I think is 3 laps. So that's gonna
That's
be.
pretty
We've been
good.
wondering. We've been trying to figure out
So-
how many laps it was. So
So
that'd
and
be
it's
fun.
41 miles a lap. So
Yep. So we
That's-
need to make it ready to
Yes.
yes,
Get ready for that.
Last a while.
good transmission and good clutch.
Yeah.
So, well, awesome. Thanks for coming in
Yeah,
and visiting with
thanks.
us.
Thanks for bringing us on.
Thank you, ladies.
Fun,
We'll
yeah.
see you in Broadview.
Sounds
See you guys in
good. Thank
Broadview.
you.
Yeah. That was Sydney and Mary in the 600 bug of squad racing. Oh man, we got some dust hanging now.
Wind has slowed down just
Yeah.
a little bit.
This start finish is starting to get a little bit dusty. We've got another car coming through the Base Camp Power Sports.
That's the 722. Eric Rohr and Nate Thompson are the ones that started out first in this race side by side. Eric got him on the whole shot and has just held that same distance lead. So
he is not
I don't know
letting
if
him go.
Nate's trying to just let him go and then going to run him down at the end,
Or
or
maybe
if they're
he's
both
pushing
running
him.
as hard as they can. We'll have to wait and see. Nate's driven this track a lot. Nate has raced with us for several years. So, and Eric's raced with us too. So it's good. That's why we do this. This is a great lineup.
I think they're pushing a little harder. I mean, each lap, just watching right there at the start finish, I think they're pushing a little bit harder each time just to reel that person in.
I totally agree. Woo!
Whoa.
That one was getting
close.
a little nose heavy. That is Jacob Shade coming down. Might have slightly overset that one tabletop in the.
We'll call that the Cody Williams tabletop.
Yeah.
He showed us his rough, straight vertical.
Yeah, I thought he was going over that.
Oh, stop.
That wasn't that
then
close.
The 1 year, no, that wasn't that close. But then the 1 year, one of the guys on the Jim Tracy's team go end over end on that barrel.
Oh my gosh.
So
We've made it very clear to all the racers that do not hit that jump pin. You will have a bad day.
It will not be good.
Okay.
Looks like we got somebody coming around that KB Masonry corner down there, or U-turn, or whatever you want to call it.
The hairpin. We've called it the hairpin for a long time, but I don't know what that's just what we call it. I don't know.
Yeah, we named it the KB after the sponsor, and then
Perfect.
There's Lacey Welty coming across the start and finish line.
She's in that speed car. The only speed car we have out here racing with us so
the
far.
first one, right?
First one and only one we've had. So see how she ends up in the race. You know, and she's a new racer too, but she's rode with Casey for years, so she's a new driver, not a new racer.
We have this is the Mitchell Bartels of the 5680 car just came through. Yeah, this is Lacey was supposed to race in Columbus, but her car didn't go, and then her husband Casey, that was going to be his first race in the Speed UTV,
and they had a belt issue
right off the go.
Several belts during the
race.
Gosh.
Yeah, they had some belt issue. I think it was some clutch lineup issues. So,
oh my goodness,
super cool.
We have parts, just not.
Oh, they people.
We were gonna take the belt.
Hey, GD.
It looks like we got some more people coming through the rugged radio curves.
Hop squat, Jake. What we got just came in with us is Jake and JD from Base Camp. This is your first race, right?
Yep, first time.
So what'd you think of the track?
It was fun. It was so
you must have broke if you're in here talking with us.
Yeah.
What did you break?
The secondary clutch bearing seized up and flew it apart.
Oh.
Yeah, we thought it was just the belt at first, but
got the cover off. And, yeah.
So what did you, first time racing, what did you think?
Really fun, had a blast. Definitely gonna come back in new parts and finish it next time.
yeah, I felt like we were running really smooth, taking it easy on the machine, but
This track will eat random parts.
What was your favorite section of the track?
Right where we broke down.
Where was that
It was
at?
like curves. Where you
Oh,
got
the
really
curves,
The big banked corners.
How is it? That 1313 car of
Steven
just came
As
through
long
with
as
Jared Ruff right on her,
Jordan,
on the back of her, Jordan on the back of her.
Okay, Jacob, pronounce your last name for us.
It's Michaelis.
Michaelis. Okay, we did get it then. Towards the end. We had a couple
So we had
people.
Michaelis. You can see all of us in here in the T&E production studio. Trailer, I guess, is what it would be. This isn't a studio.
We can say it.
But and a huge thanks to you guys and Base Camp for sponsoring us. I mean, this is what makes us keep going and making us do this. So, JD for doing that, and your guys, and thanks for coming out and racing.
yeah, it's been a blast.
One
so
thing to
glad
be
to
a
have you
sponsor,
guys.
it's awesome to watch you guys race too.
For sure.
So,
You guys coming out to Broadview then?
Absolutely.
That's the
We'll be at
plan.
all of them.
Yeah.
so,
Sweet.
Yeah.
so Broadview will be. You guys will do 4 laps. Are you racing the 12-hour Broadview too, or you
We're gonna
just
go
do
for the 12-hour.
You're gonna go for the
Heck yeah.
12-hour.
See what happens.
Yeah.
You gonna solo drive it, or you gonna?
Gonna happen.
You have a team put together?
We'll have a team, a few drivers.
You didn't want to Ironman it?
No.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't Ironman that one either.
No. Definitely.
You think
not.
it's a good idea at the time, and probably at the end you're like, I Ironmanned it, but then the next couple days you're probably like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Literally.
Definitely.
Well, thanks guys for coming out.
Thanks for having us.
Sucks super bad that you broke, but
First time, don't know what to expect, so.
no, and who would have thought
Better
the clutch
next time.
would blow apart?
Yeah.
So
Can't
I mean, it was a
predict
used machine, so
Yeah.
you know, but go back, build the clutch, and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, JD.
Hey,
Thank
man,
you.
thank you guys.
So that was Base Camp Motorsports
Yes, that was Base Camp Motorsports there.
or Power Sports. Sorry.
Power Sports, sorry.
No.
Out of Billings, Montana. And they also got a place in Bozeman.
Oh,
So,
nice.
They got
So if
2
you're
stores.
in either of those areas, definitely go check those guys out because they're a huge part of Y.O.R.R now, and we
Yep.
would love to support them and see you guys support them too.
It's somebody just coming into the KB Masonry hairpin, and I keep looking at the wrong screen. He should be coming for the tabletops any minute, but
There's
whoever it
somebody
is,
right
it's a
behind
chase.
And it is dusty. Oh, they're backing off a little bit, but
Well, they should be. The
Yeah.
tabletops are coming up.
no kidding. And it's the 722 car
Love Eric Rohr and Nate Thompson.
right on it. They were just neck and neck, just going for it today. I don't know that either one of them's gonna let the other one pass.
No, but Nate's picked up some time. You can
It's
just
getting a
tell
little
it's getting
closer.
A little closer. He's closing the gap.
I wonder, do you think that Nate's pushing him?
I think Nate's pushing on him, just trying to make a mistake. You know, that's what a lot of drivers in the back will do. They'll sit back there and push hard enough to make the guy in front of them make a mistake so they can get around it, especially on this course.
Yeah, this is a great one for that to happen. It's a great strategy for all the UTV guys because pretty
Just
well
so you
once
guys
they
know,
take
the
off.
difference between Nate and Eric right now as it sits is 3.6 seconds.
Are you
So,
serious?
yeah, but remember they started together, so that's on the
Yes.
the unofficial adjusted time.
So for Nate to be able to take first, he would have to either make up 3 seconds on him and pass him, or
Yes, but here's the interesting thing. That's 3 seconds difference, and then based off that, and this is unadjusted, what Aaron has, is there's a 28-second difference between them and Jacob Shade.
oh
So-
wow, those guys have checked out.
Yep.
And those 3 are on their 3rd lap. Everybody else is 1 lap down, so they're on their
Okay.
6th. So we, as you
At
can
the
tell,
start
we're
of
going
their
to see
6th,
some guys.
7th.
According to Live View, we're going to see some guys coming through here shortly. So they'll go into their 7th, and I'll see their adjusted time now.
Okay.
But as it sits right now, unofficially, Eric Rohr, Nate Thompson, Jacob Shade, Mitchell, Steven, Barry Schaefer, Austin Campana, Jordan Rupp, Jared Kane, Lacey Welty, and Jacob. And we know Jacob's out. They
He's
just
out,
went
he just broke.
Okay.
That's what a lot of new racers don't realize. You know, they come down to race and they don't realize the stress it actually puts on a machine. So for them to
Yes.
learn that about, you know, clutching, and they'll have parts next time.
Yeah, they'll be ready. They'll be prepared.
And they did bring a bunch of parts. So nice thing with them is they're bringing parts now for the Polaris racers. So they
Yep.
brought a bunch of parts with them. So
Oh,
if somebody
awesome.
broke, they could
Mitchell Bartell's coming across the start finish line.
they had parts here for the racers. So
That's awesome.
okay, and with that, Barry's racing Sportsman, so he's not in the main race. But Aaron is sending us updates. We can't get the Speed Hive to work, and so we're.
I mean, I have that blue cord if you want to try that. You know.
You got to put the network in, and we don't have the network.
No, it's and there's so many different classes within the UTV Turbo, the UTV NA, Sportsman class. Basically, Sportsman is they're just out there competing.
They're not.
They're not in the money.
Yeah, what it is the sportsmen, they don't pay for the payouts or the trophies, so they're just out there to go run and have fun. It's a great place to start. It's also great if you just want to go out and have fun.
Yeah.
So a lot less money. It covers the land use and the Y.O.R.R fee, so that's where that money goes. And then, but they're not in the money. They're not in the pot for the money. So and remember everything we said. Even though this race will be done, there's one more race, and then Aaron will combine them.
Yes.
To get the total.
So even
it's
in
not,
the next race, if you come in first, just because you're in first in that race or first in this race, doesn't mean you're first overall.
No. So once
No.
she combines it, then you'll see what it is. So
Yeah.
kind of complicated if you haven't done it. Luckily, we got the timing master over there, Aaron.
Yeah.
So
She does such a great job. And
Yes.
It's such a stressful job all the time, and we don't get to tell her thanks enough.
I think she just does it to hug everybody when they come in at registration. So
Yes. She just loves seeing all the people out here too, so she's a trooper.
somebody is going in the pits.
Oh no!
Got somebody coming into the base camp tabletops.
That's Jordan.
Looks like
Yeah.
Jordan Rupp.
Do we know
That
who
would put
Jordan
her on
has
her 7th
riding
lap.
with her?
Caitlin Coffey.
Okay.
And they're in a X3 Y.O.R.R out of Sturgis, South Dakota.
I was wondering if it was Caleb, but evidently not.
I think that's a dangerous scenario. Husband,
Yeah.
wife, co-pilot,
I don't-
drive together. I don't think that'd be a really good
Oh,
thing.
they
I don't know
they
that
raced
Rowdy and I
together for up
do it.
until she got her own car.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
wow.
used to race, so I mean it's super cool. But the nice thing is Caitlin is John's wife. So John
Oh.
they're part of the team. They all race together.
Comes Austin Campana in very shape.
And Barry's our one sportsman.
So with that, it's nice because the girls are in one car,
Yeah.
and then the two boys will be racing against each other tomorrow.
Oh, that'll be
And I'm pretty sure it's Caleb and John in the unlimited class are lined up next to each other. That's first and second.
Oh
So we're
my
gonna have
gosh.
a battle.
Oh, that's gonna be a fun one to
A
watch.
battle of the team.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is awesome.
Well, we got somebody coming in again. Looks like J-Rod.
Is that who it
Yes,
is?
J-Rod coming across the start-finish line. Somebody going into two cars going into the KB Masonry hairpin.
It looks like they're chasing each other down pretty good.
That
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 looks like
could
he's
be,
gonna take
That
off.
could be Nate.
Could be Nate.
It's about time to see Eric and Nate coming through here.
This will be the
So-
start of their 8th lap.
Still
They're almost
curious.
done.
Still curious to who went in the pits.
Mhm.
So
We haven't heard on who that was yet. Oh yeah.
Here they come.
Eric Rohr and Nate Thompson neck and neck again. Probably
and neck.
3
They
seconds
have-
apart.
yeah.
They're not separated now.
No.
Just kind of hanging together.
Oh, it was.
It was 13-13.
So that was Steven Mortensen. I wonder what they had go down flat or something maybe.
flat
could
or
be.
belt change or something.
Maybe a
along those
belt
lines.
or well, no, they drove in under their underpower, so
yeah.
usually none of us are smart enough to stop before we blow a belt. We always wait till we blow it. So
Till it's gone. Is that Jacob Shade?
Jacob Shade is in the pit also. So
We're gonna have some changes, order changes finally.
yes, definitely.
Yes.
You know,
Mixing it up a little bit. I feel like Powell's pretty consistent, but then once they have one little thing go wrong, everything
And
gets...
it's almost like short course. So if you have to pit and you take too long in the pit, it could really mess your day up.
Right.
And you could drop several positions by doing that, just because it's only a 4.5 mile track.
It's not very long. And if they're running 7-minute laps and they're in the pits for 3.
Yeah, you hurt yourself pretty bad.
Just
But
lost a lot.
you know, you want to go back out there and finish it because you want to keep going.
Yeah, you want to get out and get as many laps in as you can, and even if you're just in it for points, that's going to count overall towards the end of the season.
Looks like we got one of our favorites walking up here, going to maybe join us in the studio.
We
Come
have
on in.
Mr. Casey
Mr.
Welty.
Casey Welty.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
What's going on?
How's it going?
It's always great to
Good.
see you, Casey.
You see that speed car out there?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
still out there. How
And
about
it's
that?
moving.
Ching Chong Belt Chucker. It's holding together for us today.
Well, I would say it's probably got a good driver in it.
Well, definitely if somebody's looking at the gauges.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably working that car pretty hard out there.
Oh.
I see we got a good hunting first with Nate Thompson.
Yeah,
my
it's about a
gosh.
3-second difference.
3-second gap. No, now's the time to make a move if you're going to make that move.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're on
we're
lap
running
8
out of
right
time.
now.
You want to get on it here. You want to get.
I
get
think
in
they
position
just
for a
started
pass
lap
here.
8, yeah, so you're going to step it up here if you can.
If you can.
They've been
It's-
running pretty hard, both of them, so I don't know.
It's pretty dusty out there too. I'm starting to hear a lot of cars out there as I'm sitting down in pits getting ready to go for our classes. I hear a lot of chattering, a lot of wiggly tires as they go by, so I think attrition's probably about to take its course here in just a little bit. So
We had the 5680 car just come by.
What's your strategy going to be
Mitchell.
this afternoon?
if I was hoping the wind would pick up a little bit more. It's a bit dusty out there.
Yeah.
We're up in a few other guys. They're probably going to check out pretty early. So looking forward to it as the challenge, chase the rabbit kind of scenario. If I can get enough, if I can get enough vision, we'll go ahead and maybe just go ahead and push the car, even being as new as it is, just kind of see what it's capable of, and we'll take it one step at a time here and just kind of see how it treats us. So the key here is to get ready for the next big race. So we're gonna be working on communication and how the car is going to react to a couple corners. What she does at speed, I have no idea what she does at speed other than qualifying.
Are you going to race the 12-hour race, and are you going for the full 12
We're
hour?
going to try and go for the full 12. I'm going to go ahead and throw Cody Williams in the car for the probably either the first half or the second half for the 12-hour race. So I think we're going to just try and tag team it.
Do you know whenever we say Cody Williams, we say one thing with it?
Yeah.
Checkers and records.
Checkers and records. So I might let him go first.
Yeah.
You know, I might put a governor on the car.
I would.
Yeah.
We can
limiter on that.
We can just
yeah.
put a bolt on the gas pedal so it
There
can
you
go
go.
down as
Yeah,
far.
yeah.
Like we did with the kids.
That's
I
right.
mean, it's the same thing.
It
It's
is the
Cody.
same thing. Get it to me. Get it back to me, Cody, in one piece here. Yeah, but extremely.
We're super excited to see your new car this year.
Yeah.
Looks like
we'll
you're
see.
starting in the 4th row.
4th row. Yep.
Yep.
Still trying to figure out how the transmission shifts and corners and stuff like that. So I lost quite a few seconds of qualifying yesterday, and I knew I was too. But the cornering, and the power on the new Maverick car is very impressive, extremely impressive. So hopefully I'll have a chance to push its limits a little bit today and kind of see where my tip level is. You know, how
You want
how
to see
aggressive.
where it's close to. You don't want to find the tip
Yeah,
level
but I don't
out.
want to find the tip over now. Yeah, but I just want to find
we're close to
how
it.
it reacts. And well, here comes that Go Fast No Die El Diablo right now.
Look
Straight
at her.
across the city, still going.
She's
Impressive. Yep, impressive. Yep. I made a few adjustments on the clutches, and I just took the clutch cover just completely off. So we had a pretty good speed trial last night in pits, teaching the girls how to change the belt quickly. Just in case they need to. I kind of went through a few lessons on how it brakes, how it corners, and all on what gauges. There's
Jordan Rupp
Rupp.
just
Yep.
went through. She's
killing
moving
it
out
today.
there.
She's looking smooth. It's looking fast. Yeah, she's really getting it down out there.
Yeah, and you haven't had your car completely up to speed yet, have you?
No, we've got nothing. We got 40 miles on that. So I'm not even
okay.
going to take off on launch control. I'm going to go ahead and just let her eat out of the gate here, just normal, and just see if we can't get in front of the guy next to us and get a little fresh air and see if we can't work her pretty good, get a feel for what she's doing. If it feels really good, we might make her run through the dust. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes here.
Yeah, I like your breaking it in method for the 12-hour race.
Well,
like
this,
that.
that's the big one. That's where all the royalties are right there. Yeah, you get to the top of the list on that race, you're proving something.
Absolutely.
You know, any off-road race, you get to the end, that you're doing great. You know, but our intentions for the 12-hour is not to just finish it. We won on top. That last year, sitting in 4th place near the end there on the 12-hour run, and then breaking the car at 8 hours. It was a tough pill to swallow. Yeah. It's like, well, shoot. But you know, the way Caleb Rupp checked out last year on that race anyway, I don't think there was much hope of running him down. Boy, he was on it. So this year, I'm kind of hoping that maybe he overlooked a couple stress points. You know, give me an edge to get around.
Because he's got a year of racing on his.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Yours is still under warranty.
It is.
Yeah, that's key.
Yes, it is. It's not been modified at all. It's perfectly stock.
Bone stock.
It's bone stock, yes. Can-Am's listening right now. It is bone stock.
Well, tell us a little bit about your car. Are you excited?
Oh, the Maverick R, I am excited. It was a quick build. We decided
it was very quick.
It was extremely quick. I think we had about 60 days from purchasing that car to getting with.
Had the 722 car just come through, and it sounds like Nate Thompson's on him.
He's backing off a tiny bit.
So, I don't think those positions are going to change for a little bit here. Nate's going to have to take his run on it. Remember, everybody, those guys started side by side.
Yes.
So with those two, there is no adjusted on those two. They started at the same time.
So that's first, second right there. That is the hunt right there. And they've actually got quite a big gap going on there. They've pretty well checked out from everybody.
Yeah, it was like
28 seconds.
Yeah. So hopefully, if I were Nate, I'd be running up on him right now and pushing him. Maybe get him to make a mistake in a corner. Or hit the brakes just a little bit too soon and kind of predict it and try to get a high side or a low side and a berm on him. That's just me. Nate's been doing this a lot longer than I have, so he's won this track multiple times. So I think I have yet to win here at this track. I've podiumed I don't think I've ever won here.
Wasn't last year your first podium?
First podium here, yep. It's usually Brachiosaurus Rex out there for us on this track here. Well, it's a rough track.
It is.
It's very well rutted up. A lot of big holes out there, especially in the dust. You try to memorize where they are, try to be prepared. But sometimes when all you can see is a chase light, you're not quite sure where they are.
Looks like J-Rod is coming back on the track out of the pits.
So, and that Jim and Tracy car has actually been around for a while now. You raced that at King of Hammers, didn't you?
Yep, they got the car. It's Jim's car. I built it for Hammers, and then we went out and
Jacob
Shade got whatever was wrong in the pits fixed, and he's back out on the track. But yeah, I raced that at Hammers in 23.
Yeah.
So another one of those, cars that had 400 miles on it when we got it, and stripped it all the way down, and did a few things to it, and they've been racing it. And J-Rod's doing a good job in that car right now.
Yeah. So it's looking good.
It's so exciting to see. There's still hand controls in there?
No, when I raced it, I took the hand controls out of my X3.
Oh, gotcha.
My car, and shoved them in that one, and then just swapped them back.
I gotcha.
Yeah, and did you get to pre-run much yesterday?
A little bit. Kind of got stuck in the dust with all the traffic, so I really didn't get a good feel for it. I think the first time that car went over 65 miles an hour was on qualifying yesterday.
Oh no, you mean you kept it under 25 like it said in the...
No, qualifying.
Qualifying.
Pre-run was definitely 25.
Yeah.
There really wasn't much room for error.
Yeah.
I got all the sheriffs out there. I did push it once a little bit on the back straightaway, and I saw guys running off the hills with their hands up at me, and I'm like, oh, I got caught with my hand in the cookie drawer, so let's go ahead. Reel it back in.
How was that news section back there in the back?
I think I'm curious to see what it looks like for our run after the 2 turbo classes go. But it was really soft. Yeah, really soft. So you either gotta be completely off of it or just in it. Yeah, so through all of it. So you either gotta let it sit and squat and really eat through that stuff.
How was going up over that blind hill there?
Well, that was scary the first time. I didn't know if we were turning left or right when we came flying over that blind hill, but coming over the blind hill and then sweeping left around the bottom of that hill, and then another right with another blind,
and then sweeping
to the right. That it kind of takes your breath away at first, but then once about my 3rd lap of pre-run, I was like, this is kind of cool. This is gonna be.
I thought it'd be kind of cool.
Glad you like it.
I'm pretty sure Cheyenne and her boyfriend are up on the hill there. Josh.
Yeah.
So they're sitting up on the points. You guys are running around the base of them. They probably got the best seat in the house.
They probably do.
Yeah.
You see the whole track from up there too.
Oh,
Up
that's
and down.
No, we're glad you like it. It was a gamble. You know,
It is a gamble.
We went out and stuck it out, Grizz and I and Aaron. And,
Well, you
it
know,
was
I'm kind
fun.
of hoping it is rutted up. You know,
It'd be nicer to hang into those because they're
really
flat
into 'em.
and they're
Yeah.
just.
But it's soft. So when I went through there and it was so soft, I was like, I think it's going to rut up pretty good. I think they're going to build a nice little silt pile right there, so you kind of know where the silt line is. So you can really dig your front end into there and then just gas, let that 4-wheel drive work.
Then go up over that off-camber section and right over that first blinder. And
Yep, I was trying to figure out how to 3-wheel it over that just a little bit ago. I was trying to think my way through it there because faster you get over that and you at least get one tire back on the ground as you come over that blind corner, the faster you can get into ripping that corner right after it. So,
yeah.
Well, first couple laps of race speed will probably be feel it out and kind of see what I can get away with.
Yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
That's
definitely
fair.
makes sense.
Absolutely.
And of course, the 180 turn down here by the finish line is
That's
that thing is always just my speed. That thing is just wide, middle, center. You know, I tried them all. I think the middle line felt the fastest to me because you can hold wheel speed without a lot of brakes. You take it wide, you got a lot of wheel speed, but you're constantly, you got your front right tire up in the air when you're coming around.
Yeah, that corner
is just
that
It's
corner
a pain in
eats
the
somebody
butt.
every.
yeah.
We will
it
have,
is.
I mean, knock on wood, we don't, but that corner has never been able, we've always had somebody, and it's like the world's slowest tip over too. You like watch it, they realize it's not working good, so they're trying to get it to come back down, and they can't do it, so.
Yeah, well, let's trick to that is always just make sure you stay on the gas somewhat.
Yeah.
You know, try to turn away from it and kind of at least be on some kind of gas, and hopefully it'll recover for you. If you tap the brakes or let off the throttle, that's it for you.
Yeah.
Off you go. I learned that the hard way.
Oh no.
Jordan Rupp went flying through there. She seems to have a good pace still.
She's been consistent, and so is Lacey.
Yeah, lady, she's on the screen right now. She's doing actually really good. This is her first race ever.
Is this where you get the insider trading on what parts are rough and where to go from the wife?
I know she'll even tell me. I imagine we're going to see a whole bunch of hopping ladies out there in the pits here in just a little. If they make it to the end, I'm super stoked for her. And yeah, I'm just really excited for her. It's holding together. You know, we had a bad experience with her. What was supposed to be her first race last year in Columbus with the Pro R.
Yeah.
And we had fan issues on the radiator right out of the gate. Oh, here it comes right now, and she's looking good. She's starting to get the jumps a little bit, too. Yeah, she's feeling it, yeah. Her and Cassie from Octane Garage, one of our sponsors. So they actually got a pretty good lineage. So Cassie is Cody's girlfriend, and Lacey is my wife. So they've kind of been involved in the race circuit for quite a few years here. So we thought it was time to get these girls a car, you know, and being how Cassie's business helps sponsor the El Diablo along with Y.O.R.R construction. We finally had enough money to kind of do some stuff on the El Diablo, update some brakes, some cooling systems, try to keep that car alive. Because keeping that car alive has been a challenge. So we're just gonna have to kind of see
But if
how
you
it
can
goes.
keep that car alive, I think it'll do good.
I think it will too. And if she keeps the pace that she's got right now, a nice even keel, safe pace, you know, here in the next lap, we're probably going to see some attrition here, and she might work her way up. She might get top 10 if she works through it here.
Well, we just had Eric Rohr go through, and Nate Thompson's starting to hang back.
And they are just starting lap 10.
Nate's falling off a little bit. He's now at an 8-second difference instead of 3.
Well, I hope he didn't decide just to live with the second place here.
Yeah, I think unless he's waiting.
Well, they've got that next race after this. And we've got some more big heavy hitters right out of the gate on that one. So
yeah, and that's what we were explaining earlier is how we combine those at the very end, and there's some heavy hitters. So no matter what happens here, you need to stay on it, so that way you know you got the next Class B.
Yep, we need to be thinking about the future on this one here just a little bit. If you think you got a good pace, you may not.
Yeah.
So you may want to just turn it up a little bit here, especially on the last 2 laps here. That's usually when you kind of want to turn it up to 11. But so hopefully Nate is deciding that right now, and not be just comfortable with what place he's in.
Yep.
So
Jordan. So as it sits, this was a few minutes ago, and as it sits, this
Spot
was
Racing just sent that thing off that tail.
Well, watch right now.
Oh yeah.
You should have seen
Those
the
guys.
one a lap ago, 2 laps ago. Oh man.
just about Cody Williams.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. He is no.
That's when you know you did a good job, is when you got a Cody Williams, when we're referencing Cody Williams on the jumps, so.
Yeah.
Jacob that just went by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't have a broken axle. Just ran the fastest lap of the day on this lap right now. Out
What-
of the pit.
Well, it
What was
looked like
that?
it. That
What
was,
was
that
the
was
lap
impressive
time?
coming off those roller jumps.
Aaron
right there.
just came over and told us that Jacob, who just came out of the pits from a repair, just ran the fastest lap of the day
6:56.
with a 6:56.
That's impressive.
Everybody else has been running about a 7-minute average lap.
Okay.
So,
If that helps you with your pace at all.
I'm shooting for 4.5.
minutes?
Yeah.
I don't think that's well, that means it's a 4.5 mile track, so it means you're just averaging over 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, that sounds real good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try that. We'll try.
Oh my gosh.
Raise the bar high, guys. Raise the bar high. Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to go too high, though. You might want to lower it just a little bit on that one.
Well, you know, I'm a bit of a sender, so if nothing else, to make the highlight reel.
Oh.
Before that last lap, it's Eric unofficially sitting. Eric, Nate, Thompson, Mitchell. Well, Barry, he's in sportsman, but he would be physically there. Jordan Rupp, Austin, Campana, Steven, Jared Kane, Lacey Welty, Jacob Shade, and Jack. And that was right before Jacob and them came out of the pits. So
excellent.
It's so great to see Lacey still moving.
Oh man,
You've got to be so
I am so
excited.
stoked. I am so stoked. She's gonna have the best night
Oh.
ever if she makes it to this thing
Yeah,
without
absolutely.
breaking that car.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll give the Speed credit. The suspension is on point, and I think that's why she's still out there right now. Is that thing is just soaking everything up for her. Very green driver. So if it was any car that I would want to put her in, it would be that one.
Suspension-wise.
Suspension-wise, it would be that one. Super safe car. We've got it stopping extremely well now with the brake modifications we've done to it.
oh yeah, you had to do some brake mods, and we found that out when we ran it in Sturgis, right when you bought it.
Yes. Yeah.
Me and Miles took it out and ran it around.
Yeah.
And the brakes weren't quite there.
It was pretty scary. I raced him without the updates in Columbus, and both me and Cody were screaming like girls all the way down the hills as I had both feet on the pedal and pulling back on the steering wheel, and I barely felt the nose twitch down just a little bit. So we decided all gas. We didn't have to worry about that there in a couple turns later. But it was, but we've got it dialed in for Lacey. This thing has been, I had all winter to deal with this car for Lacey. So I'm super stoked that it's still out there. That means the adjustments we made were in the right direction. So we'll try to capitalize that for the next race here and try
And
to.
you did some clutch repairs, you just said, or
We did. We've
stuff?
done some stuff.
And you think it's better?
It's livable, but you still got to watch your belt temps really close. They will spike 240 degrees within just one throttle pull if you let it. So you can't just floor that car. You got to ease into it, let the power band and that 2-cylinder 1000cc motor kind of keep up with what you're doing, because you can over torque that belt pretty quick and build a lot of heat. I've done a lot of back boring, a lot of shimming on those clutches, trying to get the heat down. It's heat that's killing it. It's just got too much heat going through it. KWI is coming out with what supposedly is going to be a fix here in a little bit, so we'll look a little closer at that later on. But right now, the way she's running pretty good, I think we'll just let her keep rolling with it.
Is she gonna do the 12-hour?
No.
Come on.
We're not ready for that one quite yet. She will be at Sturgis.
Oh, there you go.
We're debating whether or not we're going to go ahead and let her run the four lap one in Broadview. But my wife is also a competitor for CrossFit.
Oh, wow.
So that's more her bread and butter. This is my bread and butter. So she's got a CrossFit competition lining up right with the 12-hour race. So we may not race it for the 12-hour race at all, either for 4 or 12. So we'll just kind of have to see how that goes.
I see. Well, that makes sense.
Well, you know,
though.
that
That's fair.
CrossFit, I mean, that sounds a lot like exercise.
I started doing it a couple months ago because my wife begged me, and for an old man in his 40s, it's well, it's a game changer for sure.
You got Jordan coming across the line.
You feel like it's helped you get ready for this?
Yes. Yeah. I was definitely lacking on physical endurance. I realized that real quick. I realized that real quick when I tried to Ironman that 12-hour race. It was got to do a correction of lifestyle of food and how I eat and what I do exercise. So CrossFit was a welcome surprise. A little hard to get out of bed in the morning. Not gonna lie. For an old man, a little stiff on the back there. I got to do a little stretch, some leg lifts where you get going, but the fatigue, even when we were pre-running the car and stuff like that, didn't seem to be a factor at all. So awesome, especially with the heat that builds in these cabs. You know, right now, even at a 72-degree day, that cab in these race cars are probably 120 degrees. By the time all the heat and everything, every time the suits, the heat coming from the motors. If you have a front-mounted radiator, it's probably even worse. Mr. Campana, Mr. Mint 400 himself, still out there doing a great job.
Still moving. He's doing pretty steady.
He is.
Starting to back
Doing
off
great.
a little bit. And then here comes Eric. Is this the start of his 11th?
Should be the start of his 11th
He's
lap.
got 2 laps counting this one.
I see he's sponsored by a chiropractic center, so that's going to be a welcome relief when he gets home
Absolutely.
on Monday.
I mean, why aren't we all doing that?
I know. We should have one out here.
Yes.
Yeah, have an IV station followed by the chiropractor.
He looks like he's picking up.
Yeah, Hogan kicks it up. So that was a good jump, and that gap seemed less.
A little bit less, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they're still within about 4 seconds of each other there. So Nate's got room for moves if he needs to do it. So
Are you gonna do the checkered flag for your wife? You should probably go wave the checkered flag for your wife.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. What lap are we on here?
She should be starting 11 when she comes through this next one.
Okay, 12 lap race.
Yeah.
And if I were you, maybe we can get you a medium shirt to put on, tie it up, and
I'll just take the shirt off.
I think you'd make a great flag girl.
Yeah. I'll just curl mine up. Man, that thing is still just out there going, I am stoked for her. She might, oh man, this is a good
It might be a really good night.
Oh man, it's going to be a great night if she
Great
makes
night.
it. Even if I don't make it, this just made my
Dude,
weekend
just
right
think if
here.
you both finish.
Oh man,
that'd make a great
oh,
weekend.
Man, that'll make for a whole lot better conversations on the truck ride home. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here lately, you know, it's been kind of rough conversations on the ride home. We're like, yeah, no, that didn't go our way at all. That gentleman right there has been running that light bar on the front of that Razor for a couple of years now, and it cracks me up every time.
Did you see how it's mounted?
Yeah, zip ties.
Zip ties.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's still on there.
I can't believe it. And I say that every year I see him. I was like, I can't believe that thing's still on there, and it's just keeps going. He's probably running those cat zip ties and cable ties on that one.
That's all I buy.
Hey, I'm telling you, I put a couple on that you gave me last year, and I was just like, holy crap.
Like we get done and you can barely cut them.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you just have your knife out there trying to take stuff off. You're like, oh, these things are.
Yeah.
We buy them. I buy them. I usually use it. We go through about 400 of those a race season.
Yeah.
I buy 4 or 5 bags of zip ties.
I bought a couple bags because I think they're strong enough to hold a control arm on if I need to.
Oh, we've
5 or
used
6
to-
of them through there.
We've been at the dunes.
Yeah.
Start was 11.
I think he actually might be down 1. Did he go to the pits for a second?
Yeah, he did.
I think so. Him.
You know what you
Jacob
should
Shade-
look into for that 12-hour race? And we've been talking to them, so we're trying to get everybody to talk to them too. It's called Fluid Logic.
Yeah.
Have you seen their setups?
Were they there last year?
No, they weren't. We met them at PRI and stuff.
Okay.
They're onboard water systems in the jug
Yeah.
that stays cool. But the nice thing is when you set it up, it sprays water in your mouth
It just
on a timer.
Yeah.
And it runs through your air duct on your helmet.
Yeah.
So in the center, you've got the magnet, and the water runs through the center of the air and comes out right at your mouth and sprays it in on a timer, so it forces you to drink it.
That's probably
Or
it.
you can hit the button on your steering wheel and do it. And you really should look into it. It's Fluid Logic. We've been talking to them. We're trying to get a setup out there to show everybody because in that 12-hour race, I mean, when I ran hammers for that 9.5, the worst thing was my Camelback was hot water.
Yeah.
By the end of the
Yeah.
first pit I got to.
And no matter how much ice you stuff in those things,
it
it's
doesn't.
gone.
You
Couple
can
minutes,
fill
it's
it
just
with
gone.
ice and
Yeah.
no water.
Yeah.
And it's just gone. So then you're drinking water at the pits, and then you're just making extra stops for it. So something like that where it stays. They run them in the Baja 1000, and the water stays cold for the whole race. So
That's amazing.
I think Campanas and Tenacious run them. They ran them for the Mint 400, and they're running them up here.
Are they really?
They really
I've been looking at them pretty heavy because heat is a factor for fatigue inside that cap.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Especially come Sturgis.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Oh, it gets hot.
Man, that's ridiculous there.
What? Sturgis?
Oh man, that camp gets pretty hot in there. You're kind of happy when you're out there going, but you don't realize how hot you are until the car stops, you're done, and then you just feel that flood of sweat just come from top to bottom, just hit you, and it's just like, whoa, I need to drink some water because I think I just lost all of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Feel a little shriveled up after that. That's where we need the IVs, is Sturgis.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
They will be in Broadview though.
Oh, that's going to be great.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, dude, that was the best thing when we got done.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't even get done announcing. Me and Miles were on stage and just got out. So I'm like, I'm feeling better already.
Yeah. Quick pick me up, yeah. That's a really awesome system. I'm pretty stoked here. It's gonna be a good race season already. I can feel it. So.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. It's
Yeah.
a great start. Do you have any sponsors you want to thank?
Yeah. Well, of course we do. Of course, Go Fast Don't Die. They've been with us since the beginning. So I can't say enough by them. ZRP, Jags jumped on board. CT Raceworks, RTR Automotive Studios, Y.O.R.R Construction. We've got. Let's see who else. But there's such a big list, and it was such a fast build. And these guys picked up the phone. I mean, no other companies that you're gonna call except for these kind of guys. Just super reputable. Evolution Power Sports. I gotta give a plug out to those guys. So we have their tune. We're running in the Maverick R right now. In 48 hours before we got here, we ended up with a corrupt circuit board in it. We're techs by trade, so I kind of went through all the diagnostics on it for them, and I called them, gave them the test. These guys had an ECM pre-programmed with their tunes on my doorstep next day.
That's awesome.
Next day, got me up and going. The race was going to be over for us on that Maverick R.
So I'm going to jump in real quick. The leaders are coming through now, and they will be getting the checkered
Right now?
right now.
Oh, wow.
I think so.
Alrighty, Casey.
Casey, good luck to you.
Thank you for coming in to chat with us.
You betcha, anytime.
Have a great race. Fucking me, get out of here.
It's always a great time talking with Casey. That was Barry Schaefer. He's going in for his last lap.
Get out of here, you son of a bitch. I'm only half allergic. I don't know what the other half is. Short drop on her last lap.
Man, it's going to be any minute.
Hear it on the radio. Austin might be going for a pass.
Oh, really? Here we go. This might be an interesting last lap.
Heck yeah.
Y.O.R.R should be coming in any second.
Oh, that's
Here
Austin.
comes Austin. He must have got him. And then there was Eric. That was the race.
Yeah.
Y.O.R.R just finished, and Austin's going on his last lap.
I think so.
Nate Thompson should be coming through any minute,
There
I
he
think.
is. There's Nate. It's so funny because you can recognize their jumping styles.
Absolutely.
Coming through.
Right?
Everybody jumps completely different.
And the start finish
Wow.
line is miserable.
Right
Oh, Lord.
as the race comes to an end, the wind dies, and
Right.
it is just hanging.
It is, let's show you the start finish. Okay, this is after a second. It's been kind of moving through here, but this is the state of the start finish with this dust. I hope those guys for the second race are getting lined up because I'm not seeing many ready to go yet.
That's the first, second place guys chatting before they head to the pits.
Give them a little congratulations.
Pray a little
That's
thumbs up.
awesome.
They pushed each other hard today.
That was such a great race to watch between those
Oh,
two.
it was awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Now we get to see the rest of it, and see what these guys are going to do on track.
I'm really curious to see what the timing is between the two
Absolutely.
Yeah, so am I.
of them. Wow. That was a strong race. It was just under an hour. It was 55 minutes. I don't didn't even know that the race was 55 minutes. We started the live feed at 10:25 and it's just now 12.
Yep.
Or it'd be an hour, I guess, not quite 2 hours. Hour and
Is that math hard?
Yeah, it is. Basic math, it'll do you.
13 just went by, and that's paybacks for the time you guys all made fun of me when I couldn't do it.
Yeah. That's some pretty basic math. As according to grids.
Dead air.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
crazy.
Like no wind.
No, it just stopped. It's about to get really hot for these next
Oh,
couple
God.
races. Oh my goodness.
It's coming. Why isn't he not letting me
Going to do help get people.
Oh, and here comes Lacey.
And
Gotta
she'll
get
have
a checkered flag, huh?
I don't know if she's. Nope, she's got one more too.
Got one
That's what
more.
I thought.
Okay.
Here's J.O.R.R.
Yes.
He started his last lap.
Yep. I think all these guys are either slowing down or they had to make a quick little
Well,
pit stop.
remember J-Rod went in the pits,
Pits.
Yep.
And then Jacob Shade was in the pits.
and Lacey's hasn't had to do the pitch yet, but
No, but she's keeping her pace.
she's
Yeah.
been holding a steady pace.
Mhm.
So really good for her.
Yeah, finishing your first race is huge. Finishing a race is huge.
We had to land the drone.
It's getting warm out.
You can feel the change in here.
Yeah. It's already getting toasty.
That it is.
But it's much better in the shade than it is out in
Oh,
the
in the
sun.
sun. Absolutely.
Yeah, now if you could have shade with a little breeze,
And here
might
comes
not be too bad.
Mitchell Martels. And he just took the checker.
Yep.
So we have our first three.
First three are crossed. Unofficially.
Unofficially, so
Yeah.
we've got 7
Three.
left to go.
3 finishers.
And then
Jacob is
had
out.
broke, yes.
So he's out. And what was that last car number?
Bartels.
56.
Yep, 80. Just kind of trying to check off the list there.
Perfect.
We gotta make that print a little bigger.
Well, I got my glasses if I just pull them down, but this is what they look like when you...
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us, and we're waiting for our last few. I want to thank T&E Construction for sponsoring this, or T&E Equipment for sponsoring this live feed that you guys are all watching, and then all of our races will go back and watch later. We're at the
That's
roller.
the best part. We don't get to watch it, so we go home
No.
after the race, and usually Sunday when we get home, it's time to relax a little bit. We put our feet up and watch some racing.
Yes. That's what you're going to do when you're in between, when you're not working on the cars.
Right?
Or putting a racetrack together.
Yeah, right?
Is there still another race in this class? There's one more race of the turbos and
Yes.
the naturally aspirated in the next one. They had 24 cars between the two of them, and they had to split them up because they can't, as Grizz was saying, the lap is too short to be able to let all 24 go, because we would still have people on the start line when people are coming in to start their second lap.
Yes.
We would have some danger.
So in race 2, I'll list off everybody that's in race 2 again. If we don't have anybody
And this
coming.
is all based on qualifying.
Yep, this is how they qualify. So it'd be Dylan Latour, Jeremy Evans, Jared McGee, Cody Olson, Shauna Romaine, Sean Murphy, Tanner Placaris, if anybody knows, tell us how to pronounce that one.
Palacios?
Palacios,
Yeah.
Ryder Leach, Heather Dyke, Angel Baker, Lance Horst, James Urbeski, and JT Knapp. So
And he's in a YZ. Okay.
We got some more questions here talking, so let's see what that's about.
Let's see.
oh, people rooting for Austin on
Yeah,
there.
lots of Austin fans. That's exciting.
Oh, we got Barry Schaefer coming.
Got
Just
the
to
finish.
check
Got the
her.
finish.
Woo! Austin must be coming in. Here comes Marcy.
Yeah, Marcy's gonna give him the checker flag.
Oh, here comes his son, Christian. There's Jordan Rupp.
Jordan Rupp.
There's Christian on screen. He's just hanging out.
He's such a good kid.
What a sweetheart.
He's grown up so much, you know, and
Yeah.
when we were in Vegas with him, he was pretty nervous about getting in the cars, so we took him to Speed Vegas and put him
there
in the
you
drift
go.
car,
Oh.
and he loved it. Here comes Austin, gonna cross the elevated power sports start finish line, and we got the finish. Good redemption for him from last year.
Absolutely. Already 10 times better. So we've got
Right.
Got
Am I
Jared
right on
Kane,
5, 6 left.
Lacey Welty, Jacob Shade, and Stephen Mortensen
Oh, Barry finished, sorry.
left on course.
Sweet. We're down to the
We're
final
down to
few.
the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Oh, there's old Checkers and Wreckers himself.
Both of them. He's shaking his head at us. There's
Oh.
Jacob Shade.
Jacob Shade.
He's got best jumps of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
absolutely.
It just caught Marcy's face. That's
Yeah.
hysterical. Oh.
There's another racer probably coming in Campana too. I think their daughter Emily's going to try to race next year.
Oh, that's exciting.
It's the best thing about part racing. It's like a family thing, and then it really helps if everybody's racing on keeping your bank account small.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't want to get confused between.
No, you don't want to have any money in your savings.
That's a lot
that's
of
why.
math.
Yeah, that's math, and so it's just better to spend all your money on racing. No, you got it. Oh,
There we
There we
go.
are.
Okay. Well,
she's
welcome
better
to
at
the
this
studio.
thing than me. It's like she's done it once.
Yeah, it's sure
Oh,
nice
maybe
having
once.
Shelby back in the studio with us, keeping us alive and keeping us in line.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Little bit.
It's just fun to be in here, so thank you guys for letting me come bug you and yap on the live feed for a little while.
Well, thanks for doing it. It's kind of nice to have somebody to talk to. I get stuck in here by myself sometimes a lot, so
I'm
it's
starting
really
to learn
nice.
the guys now, so it makes it a little easier to talk and learn some stories.
Sounds like we got a couple coming here shortly. We got, I think, 4 left out on the track.
This is your world, your job, your crew, your CAT compact equipment. And this is the support from your local CAT dealer. This is helping you meet your deadlines, your bottom line, your offers, your savings. This is getting you your parts and everything you need on time, easier than ever. This is what you
There we go.
Wasn't me that time.
Sorry, we had to take just a second to get a Can-Am out of the road so you guys could see.
Spectators, you know, trying to see what's going on.
Yep, here comes.
J-Rod.
He should have.
Should have just
Got the
taken
checker,
and I
yep.
think now he should be done. We're seeing a couple side by side starting to line up on the other side, getting ready for their next race.
And this isn't going to be another heavy hitter race.
Yeah, these side by sides, wow, they go hard.
Just the experience level of the guys that have been here a long time, you know. And
No kidding. Is Cody Olsen in this?
Cody and Angel are both in the same race.
And they're engaged.
Here comes
so-
Lacey Welty for the checkered flag.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
That's so exciting. Finishing her first race.
Yep.
Finally.
Finally.
Get to start and finish her first
Yep.
race.
Good deal for Welty Racing.
Oh my gosh. I don't know who's going to be more excited, Casey or Lacey.
I think Casey's pretty stoked.
He is
I think
pretty-
he's pretty excited.
It's so awesome to see. It's a great family thing too. The kids love it. Everybody loves it. Bring your wife out. She'll probably love it, even though the dirt's a little gross. That's why we got showers.
Absolutely.
Go
Absolutely.
rinse off.
I mean, how old were you when you first came to the track?
We went down to wash the mint when I was 4.
So it's been in your blood.
We
ever
got
So
those
that's like-
Broncos when I was 3,
That's like 10
before
years
my
ago?
sister was born.
So yeah, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
22.
That's what I thought.
Yup. I think Sheridan and I are pretty close to the same age.
Yes, she turned 21. She just turned 22 in May, so.
Okay, yeah. I'll be 23 in August.
Or turkey.
Yeah, there you go. Getting
No,
close.
that just speaks volumes. Raised families. Your dad out here listening, you know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get to see him in Broadview.
Yes.
And that knife that he built for us to raffle off for Dallas's production crew, that's awesome.
We always
One of a
wanna
kind.
help.
you
Yeah.
know.
People, we just want to keep those series going because we have so much fun. I'd get out of school in 4th, 5th, 6th grade, get off the bus. Dad, can we go to Broadview, please? Get my bag. Like, all right, well, let's go. And then we'd mosey down, come hang out, whether we had a car down there or
Right.
not. We're just here. We just want to be here with our people and our friends.
Well, and everybody just supports everybody in the pits, and that's
Absolutely.
what's really cool. I mean, your dad, everybody from Great Falls that comes down with your guys' team, TDK with Rowdy and everything, everybody
Yeah.
supports everybody.
Everybody
And
just jumps in, and you might not even know this person. Somebody just comes running through the prints. Hey, does somebody have Loctite or duct tape or like whatever? And they're, oh, let me get you this. Do you need a helmet? Do you need hands? Can we help you? Like, it's awesome. It's such a great community out here. I would argue that some people are closer with their race family than their actual family.
I second that, 100%.
I know that Christian and Allie and I were talking on the live feed at Broadview. That's all we talk about when we go anywhere, is racing.
Right, right.
It's, oh, we're so excited to go see Chris and Aaron and everybody, and oh my gosh, is Eric Pond gonna be there? We're gonna get to visit with him, and like all this thing. We're just the people that you keep up with all
I
year
know.
round and hang out with 4 weekends a year.
We're giving Scott Grimm crap
Yeah.
because he goes, man, the comp class looks stacked. I'm like, yeah, where are you?
Yeah, what are you doing, Scott? The mid 400 finisher,
Yeah.
second. What?
Yeah. That is super neat to see him finish them in too.
And the first 2 for vintage were Montana.
Montana, yeah.
Eric and
100%.
Scott. Well, I
Yep.
guess Eric's in Arizona now, but we still count
We-
him.
we
He's
still
Rat
count him,
Montana.
Yeah.
His Bronco's a license plate.
He's from Montana.
It was pretty cool
From Helena.
when I was driving
Helena.
driving down there.
Helena. Isn't that where
What, Miles?
him and Eric were, or they're from Helena, right, Miles?
Yes, Helena.
Helena. When I was driving down through Salt Lake, I passed their car headed there. It was just cool as you're driving through to see all these people going to the mint, and then to know somebody from your race series that you're a part of
It's
is
so
awesome.
exciting. Those are our racers. You can follow all the big people down south, but I don't know. I think we all get more excited about our series than really following the big guys.
Oh, we got somebody coming in here.
Jacob Shade.
Jacob Shade. Best jumper of the day so far.
Absolutely, he is sending it.
We got thumbs.
And Caleb Rupp and Thumbs Up Racing.
All of them coming. We got Cody Olson coming up here shortly.
Oh, Cody's nothing short of a full send either.
Wide open.
Absolutely.
I remember being up in Great Falls for one of the invitationals, and before we had to run helmets, Cody's the reason that we run helmets because he caught a rock in his forehead.
Like right, I mean,
It
an
was
inch
bad.
before his eye.
When was this?
One of the first
one of the
invitationals.
first invitationals.
Yeah. Thanks, Cody. We appreciate you.
Miss you, Cody.
We're getting 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mainly just go to the invitational now for the band.
Oh my gosh, the band is great.
I'll
They
be
were
back this year.
in Broadview 2 years ago.
I guess I really go for the band and the headache the next morning.
Yes, yes.
The hangover the next morning.
Looks like we have Tenacious lined up over there.
We've got Tenacious, Rusty Nail Racing.
KRX. I can't see the number.
Yeah. We've got Cody Olson. Oh, I can't remember the Irish flagged one.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting them all lined up. We've got quite a few. I think they're only missing a couple.
That 4-seat Pro XB over there, she got a little wild on the start-finish line yesterday during qualifying.
Which one?
The 4-seat Razor over there.
Oh.
She got all crossed up here at the start-finish. She saved it. Saved it.
We've been answering them. Okay. We haven't been typing.
It's easy to answer
questions.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all for hanging with us to the end of this video. I'm sorry we're hitting a lull, but we're waiting for the next start of the race to happen, and then the end of this one. We're really, really close now. We're just waiting for, well, Lacey's finished now.
Yep.
Is Jared Kane done? And Jacob Shade? I think we're waiting for 2.
Be a really good time, I think, Shelby, to recognize our sponsors again.
Absolutely. With KB Masonry, Elevated Power Sports, Base Camp Power Sports, Mickey Thompson Tires, Tractor and Equipment, TDK, Pierre Sports Center, CEI Electrical, 3 Peaks Drilling, 3D Air, CW Auto Service, Must Be Nights Performance,
The Diesel Shop, Jim and Tracy's Alignment, Ellis Audio, JM Construction, Arnold's Machinery, Fenway's Sports Bar and Grill, Blackbeard Fab, Adventure RV, Combustion Syndicate, Copyright Printing, Angry Ox, Armory, C4 Fabrication, Next Level Web and Marketing, Montana Drone Company, Dakota Alignment, J&M Tire, Corbin Custom Works, Rugged Radios, and Montana 4x4 Association. Thank you all sponsors and Roller Construction for sponsoring this race.
yes. Support those who support our sport, as Miles would say. I'm not as quick as it is he.
It flows a little better, Miles, but we're trying over here.
We're doing our best. We miss you. Oh man. It's been a quick and fast day though. It's been good.
It's rolling. It's rolling good.
We're getting some wind now, so hopefully that'll help everybody off the start. Unfortunately, everybody's gonna be sitting on the start line with the dust blowing back at them.
Right.
We got left on course.
There's Lacey. She's taking the checkered
Lacey for the checkered flag. We missed that the last time. I didn't realize she was.
I didn't realize she had one left. Yeah.
Jared Kane, he's still out.
I'm not sure if Jacob just finished.
I think Jacob.
I'm pretty sure he did. Ooh, maybe not.
Uh-oh.
She what?
Not sure. Ask her who's left.
All right, I got the unofficial finishing as it stands right now. This is with everybody, even though we have people out there. Eric Rohr, Nate Thompson, Mitchell Bartels, Barry Schaefer, but he was in Sportsman, so it would actually go Mitchell, Austin Campana, Jordan Rupp, Steven, Jared Kane, Lacey Welty, Jacob Shade, and is how it stands right now, but we got people out still racing.
Yes. And remember that these results are unofficial, and the next race is also the exact same class. They just couldn't run them all at the same time.
So it looks like the only person that should be on track right now will be getting the checkered, I believe, when they come by us. Maybe he's got one more, is Jacob Shade.
Okay. So Jacob did go out for one more. I think we've said Jacob's getting the checkered for the last 2 laps, but yay, Eric! So this next race will be the UTV turbo and naturally aspirated race. The unlimited race will follow that one, race number 3. So make sure you stay tuned for the unlimited race because that one is going to be the heavy hitters race.
We're excited.
I am
for that.
so
I can't
excited
wait.
to see that one.
It's going to be a
my
lot
gosh.
of competitiveness, a lot of speed.
These are the Maverick R's and the Pro R's, and oh my gosh, battling it out. I'm so excited.
And Jordan and John starting in the front, and they're basically teammates, so they're racing against each other.
This is going to be awesome.
He is just flat out
Just
launching
sending
this.
it. Flat out send.
He's
every
got-
time.
Putting on a show.
He's now on his last lap.
Just starting.
Yep.
Okay. Sweet. One more lap, so in about 6-ish minutes, 7 minutes, we'll be kicking you guys off of here and
Taking
start
ourselves a
our
little
next-
break for a minute,
Yeah.
and then we'll be back live.
Get
We
everybody
appreciate
lined
all
up.
of you.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in and listening to us. We're excited for these next couple races. I hope that they go as smooth as this one did. Really, we had no.
issues.
No?
Heather, thanks for commenting on the live feed. Eric did very well.
Yes. They're slowly dragging our next race UTVs over to be lined up, waiting for Jacob Shade to finish there so they can send him on over.
After this next one starts, I'll make lunch. I'll just get her to the start of it once we do everything.
Just get sandwiches.
Sorry for the little lull here. We're just
We got one racer out on his
between
last
things.
lap, so
We still have 78 viewing with us right now, so thank you to all you just hanging out with us until this next race starts. This is almost the conclusion of the first turbo and naturally aspirated race. And we had 23, 22 in the turbo and naturally aspirated, and then 1 sportsman.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And then we have 12 for the unlimited?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Wind's picking back up here a little bit.
Thank goodness.
A little bit of a breeze, no more stagnant air.
Get a little bit of it moving for these next guys when they take off, because wow, it's going to be dusty when we get all 12 back out there again.
Oh man, it's kind of been nice here for a moment to be able to see the clear skies and look at the mountains up there that are still covered in snow.
Oh man, I bet those volunteers are loving this wind right now. A huge thank you to those guys that are out there making sure that everybody's safe and bringing parts and checking on everybody and making sure we got eyes on every corner of the track. They don't have to do that, but they love it enough that they just want to come hang out with us and be a part of the series.
Right.
And I still can't, the crowd that we have this year. I mean,
I feel like the spectators are
and even the spectators walking around, and
Yes.
different people. The barbecue place that we had last night show up.
Oh my gosh.
Their food was amazing.
And that starts at 5 o'clock tonight,
Yeah,
right?
they'll be there for awards.
Just before awards.
Yeah.
Awards are at 7, 8. Whenever the race is over.
Whenever the race is over.
Okay, there we go. But they completely sold out last night of barbecue at the thing
Yeah,
last
they
night.
completely sold out for their first time, and we're gonna.
Yeah, we've
you
never
know,
had a vendor out here.
No, and we're working for Broadview. We're gonna have a couple different vendors, food vendors,
Awesome.
shave ice.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's gonna be perfect. In the middle of June, it gets hot out there.
They were supposed to be here this weekend, but they had another event booked, graduation.
Oh, there you
It's kind of
go.
going on right now, so but they'll be at the next race, and we're excited to have shave ice.
Oh, that'll
The
be
kids
so
love it.
good.
I love it.
I love
I'll
it.
be their
I don't
first
care.
customer.
Y'all are
Oh,
gonna be
shit,
listening to me on the
Yeah.
live feed,
No,
snacking
they'll
on
be
it.
at They had a graduation event come up. But no, that's exciting, and to have, it gives the racers something to look forward to, and they maybe don't have to pack as much food if you're
Yeah.
gonna have a food vendor. So we're trying to cater to the race teams a little bit more too.
It's super handy for the spectators too that
Yep.
just come out and they're like, oh, a snack would be nice, or
Right.
something, grab a drink. It gets hot out there. Or just something different too.
Yeah, no, it's exciting. It's all in growth, right? I mean, we're gradually just growing. Oh yeah.
It's awesome to see Broadview growing and Y.O.R.R growing. I feel like in the last just 2 years, it's taken off. Just boom.
Big things happening, and I can't believe it. I mean, the racers last year in Broadview, the crowds that we had, the race teams from all over,
Yes.
and the 12-hour race. 12 hours of UTV racing is like Vegas to Reno length,
Yeah.
500 miles.
Yes.
Then we had guys Ironman in it.
Oh my land.
The whole race.
500 miles.
That is a lot of seat time. There's guys coming out of this
Oh,
sore
yeah.
and stiff.
No.
After the 12-hour and sore, no thanks.
I literally we helped pick Cody Olson out of his car. He Ironman the whole thing.
Oh,
He couldn't stand. His legs were killing.
I don't doubt it in the slightest. That's one that you actually physically have to prepare for. That's not when you just are like, I'm gonna Ironman this.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. No, that's not how that works.
Cody, did you copy that? Hold those people.
I hear a side by side, so that must be Jason.
Oh, I see the
King
dust of the
coming in.
corner.
Yeah, he's coming. I can hear him.
And
Dallas is saving his batteries.
Yeah, we're burning through batteries like you wouldn't believe right now. So
It's warm.
and everybody comes out to a race. Of course, everybody wants to win, but to finish an off-road race is an accomplishment in itself.
Yes, the preparation you have to have.
There we go, our last racer.
It could be big parts that take you out. It
Jacob
could be
Shea.
a 30-cent bolt.
Right. You just got to prepare for it, but just to finish is a huge
Cody,
accomplishment.
get those people across if that's.
Alrighty, guys. Well, that was the end of the first race for the UTV turbo
Is
and
that pickup
naturally
trying to
aspirated.
cross?
So
'Cause we're clear.
we
Get
will
them
see
across.
you in a few minutes with the next one.
This is your world, your job, your crew, your CAT compact equipment. And this is the support from your local CAT dealer. This is helping you meet your deadlines, your bottom line, your offers, your savings. This is getting you your parts and everything you need on time, easier than ever. This is what you get from your local CAT dealer.
Don't even worry about it because we get called the wrong name all the time. She will not be offended.
No, I just didn't know her name.
Oh,
I hate not knowing people's names.
Oh, here she comes.
Oh, she's a rock star.
If you guys need